out. So I was thinking of this time when Dusty and I first started out as a family. I think Ryder was a baby. We were broke as a joke. Broke. Crazy broke. We just had change. And that's what we had to eat on. So, I remember Dusty gave me all of his change out of his pocket. And I just asked him to do the same. So this is all the change Dusty had in his pocket. And I dug all the change out of my purse. And that's how I fed us that whole day. Because it was like day before payday. And I know, especially with the economy is as bad as it is, there's a lot of people probably doing that today. So I was like, you know what? I want to do that again. I want to have Dusty clear out all his change. I want to clear out all my change. And I want to see how I can feed my family on just that amount. I don't know what amount that is. I might just have 15 cents in there. But I'm going to clear it out and I'm going to show you. Dusty, how much do you have? Oh, you have a whole dollar. 30, 35, 36, 37. Dusty has $1.37. Let me see what I have. This is my change. So I have, ooh, a gross quarter. 75 cents, 85, 95, $1, 18. I have $1.18. And you had what, $1.37? 55, $2.55. So we're gonna go to the store and I wanna see what I can get to feed my family for $2.55. We're at Walmart. Let's do it. You think I'm gonna be able to do it?
You know what? I know better than to doubt you, but I don't know.
Back when we first got together and we were having to actually really do this, it wasn't as hard because everything was cheaper. So it's going to be a little more of a challenge than it was back then. Back then I could have got a bag of hot dogs, a can of chili, and hot dog buns. Yeah. $2.50 and had change left over.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know about here. You might have to go to Dollar Tree.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to go look at the vegetables first to see if I can find anything on sale. Let's just see what I can do. On the way to the veggies, I seen this. 57 cents. 57 cents. So this is a maybe. I'm going to put this in the buggy for maybe. So I could get a can of mixed vegetables and it would be like maybe 15 or 20 cents cheaper than this because this is 98 cents. I get more and it tastes more fresh when I get these. So I'm gonna put these in the buggy and just see what I can do with that. Should we have a ramen stir fry and use chili flavor? I know everybody's gonna be saying, where is the protein, Brooke? When you have $2.50 change to get dinner, you ain't worried about protein. You're worried about not being hungry. We could do cheap chicken dumplings, 2 cans and a can of cream of soup. Scratch that entire thing, y'all. I have another idea that has protein in it. Yes. We're back home. I'm in my pajamas. I'm comfy. I'm loving life. I'm going to show you what we got to feed my family for just the amount of change I had in my purse and Dusty's pocket. 30 cents a piece. I got some chili flavored ramen. Chili flavored ramen has kind of a Southwest kick to it. So I got to thinking. For veg, what if we add a jalapeno? 14 cents for this jalapeno. 2 Roman tomatoes, the cheapest tomatoes you can get. These were 33 cents for both. Proteins. I was thinking, what could we do with this? What could we make with the chili ramen, jalapeno, and tomatoes? Like a Southwest style ramen? So then I was thinking what kind of meat or something we could put in there. And meat was totally out of my price range. But you know what was it? A can of chili beans. And they are already seasoned and they have kind of a Southwesty kick to it. And these are already seasoned. So I don't really have to season anything. Because these are seasoned. I got the chili seasoning, the little packet of seasoning in there. I got that. The jalapeno is seasoning. We got tomato. I think if I had a little bit more money, I would have opted for like a can of corn to give it a little bit more Southwest-like vibes. But I think this is going to be good. I don't know. Let's find out. So says Colin. This can of chili beans was 86 cents. So my total after tax, I had to do this one after Tennessee tax because all I had was $2.55 in change. So my total after tax was $2.38 for everything you just seen here. $2.38. I'm under budget. I have 12 cents left out of that change. So that's pretty cool. I have like 4 cups of water in this kettle, and the first thing I'm gonna do is get my ramen cooked. Okay, I think I might put a little bit more water in this. About 2 more cups of water in there. That looks good. That looks good. Let's chop up our Roma and our jalapeno. So I want to use as much of this Roma that I possibly can. So I'm just going to get the core out of there. Yeah, perfection. I'm gonna dice up the Roma. This was a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a can of diced tomatoes. I'm gonna take these seeds out over the trash can. Lord, y'all, I forgot this is gonna give me jalapeno hands. I'm gonna hurry and dice this and go wash my hands real good. Okay, now I'm gonna go wash my hands. All right, coming to a boil. I don't wanna overcook these noodles. I wanna keep them pretty curly. I'm gonna let them go for another minute. I'm gonna add in that chili flavor packet. Okay. Got about 30 seconds left on these noodles and it should be good. They smell really good. I know it's just ramen right now, but you can't go wrong with chili ramen. I'm going to remove this from the heat, and I'm just going to let the noodles soak up that seasoning packet. Woo! I got me a little pan. The only pantry item I am using for this dinner is a little bit of oil, any kind of fat. I'm going to toss in my jalapeno and my tomatoes. I'm going to get these cooked all the way until they're tender. I think that is pretty good for those tomatoes and jalapenos. Now I'm going to take my can of chili beans and throw that in there. I'm not rinsing these because what makes them chili beans is that seasoning. Just let those beans get warm. Perfect. Now the only thing I'm trying to decide, do I want to mix all of these chili beans in with the ramen, or do I want to just top the ramen with the chili beans? That is the question. I think I have decided that I'm just going to top the ramen with the chili beans. Colin is not going to want those jalapenos. So I had to get a bowl and pick out the jalapenos for him. It's a whole process. It's fine. This smells so stinking good. I'm not even kidding. Dang. Okay. So I'm going to go in with some ramen. Ramen into a bowl. We're going to get some of that juice, the ramen juice. Weekends upward. Put a little bit more water in there, hot water, just to stretch that broth. Okay, looks good. Southwest chili ramen. I mean, it looking pretty good. Let's see what the kids think. I am filling up each bowl in this clip, and I just wanted to keep this in here in fast motion, of course, just to show you guys that this actually made 5 whole bowls of food. I didn't want anybody to think that, oh, she added more behind the scenes, which I never do that, I swear. But, you know, I just wanted you to see it for yourself. I did it. I picked out all of the vegetables from Colin's because he don't like good things. But there's Kai's and everybody else's. This is Dusty's because he doesn't know how to eat with chopsticks, so he gets a fork. But big bowls full of flavor, carbs. We have carbs, keeps the tummy full. We got protein, keeps the tummy full too. We got a little bit of veg in there. $2.38. That's good, but does it taste good? That's what we gotta know. Ryder, you're the ramen king.
I mean, it tastes good.
Did you get a bite with the beans and stuff in it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll try that. Brady?
Not bad. Not bad.
Rate it. Did you get some beans?
Yeah. 7, 6.
Okay. Hey, Colin. Oh, it's the longest noodle in the world. You like it? Scale 1 to 10.
I give it a 9.
How do you feel about it on the scale?
I'll give it a good 7. It's really good.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
1 to 10.
7.
That's pretty good. Dusty's looking up at the ceiling fan if y'all keep wondering what he's looking up at. Okay, here's mine. I'm going to give it a go too.
That's seriously why.
It's chili ramen.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. So I want to make sure to get some of those beans and whatnot. I bet it'd be good with corn. I haven't tasted it yet. Not like the whole Southwest vibe. It's a little spicy. Not bad though. Different. It's very different from normal, just plain old ramen. I could get by with this. Like if I had to, if all I had was $2.38 for dinner, this would be good. So this video is just to show you guys that it is possible. You can get a meal for your family, filling meal for your family, just a change in your pocket. No, I totally could have went in there and just got a bag of beans, a bag of rice, and had plain old rice and beans. But I wanted it to be something a little different, something with a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of flavor. Because everybody knows that you can go get a bag of rice and a bag of beans for less than $2. Everybody knows that. But some people might not want to do that, and this was fun. And it was pretty good. My scale, I would give it a 7. I would give this a 7. This is very mildly spicy. Colin's not one for spice, but I would just like to say, this is the first mildly spicy thing Colin has ever ate and not stopped. What did you just say, Kai?
I said, can you eat this again?
Definitely. He ate every bit of that. I just fed my family with a change in mine and Dusty's pocket. $2.38. And they didn't hate it. They liked it pretty good. Most of the ratings were around a 7, which is a good rating. And Ryder said he would eat it again. I would eat it again. Like, no problem. If I made it without a strict budget, I would totally add other things in there too. Maybe like corn or something. Maybe some onion. But this just goes to show, like I said, that you could definitely feed your family on little to nothing. It is possible. You just got to try to think outside the box. And what I like to do when I'm trying to think of really cheap meals, I try to think of something that is carby, that is cheap. Pasta, rice, something like that, maybe a bread. Then I try to pair it with a type of vegetable, whether that be canned or fresh. And I typically try to look for the cheap kind, like Roman tomatoes are always cheap. Just a single pepper that is by the pound, super cheap. Onions sometimes are crazy cheap, but a squash or a zucchini, those are really cheap because they're by the pound. Another carb that you could also pair it with would be like a potato. And then I try to think of something protein-like. Try to add in a protein. But if you're on limited funds and you can't afford a protein, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it because you got to get those tummies full. And nobody should shame you for that because fed is best. Fed is best. Nobody needs to go hungry. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to make. I will see you next video, which will be really soon. Like day after tomorrow. Okay, my favorite people in the whole wide world. What do we say, Colin?
Stay positive, guys, and let us be happy too.
Yes, stay positive and kind, be happy, and let others be happy too. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later, taters.